Hey, Lakers Nation, are you ready to wrestle with a trade rumor that could break our hearts and reshape our future? What if I told you that Austin Reaves, one of our homegrown stars, might be on the chopping block in a blockbuster sign-and trade deal with a rising Western Conference contender? Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into everything purple and gold. I'm shaken up to unpack a startling report from Tyler What's a Fan cited, suggesting that the Houston Rockets could emerge as a prime suitor to pry Reaves away from the Los Angeles Lakers when he hits unrestricted free agency in the summer of 2026. With the Lakers' cap constraints looming, could we lose a key piece of our core? Stick with me as we break down why Houston is a threat, what we might gain in return, and whether trading Reaves is a gamble we can stomach. Let's get into it. First, I need to address a recurring point in the report while clarifying the current reality. As of now, Luka Doncic remains a cornerstone of the Dallas Mavericks, not the Lakers. However, for the speculative discussion, I'll follow the narrative where Doncic was acquired by LA last summer and signed a 3-year, $165 million extension, becoming the face of the franchise's next chapter alongside LeBron James. In this context, GM Rob Pelinka is focused on building a supporting cast around Doncic, especially as LeBron's tenure nears its end. Austin Reaves, the undrafted gem who's blossomed into a star guard, is seen as a potential long-term partner for Doncic. However, as What's warns, Reaves' looming free agency in 2026 and the Lakers' limited ability to offer a competitive extension could make him a target for teams with deeper pockets and assets, like the Houston Rockets, a squad brimful of young talent and draft capital after blockbuster moves. Let's dive into why the Rockets pose such a dangerous threat to steal Reaves. According to Watts, Houston is the painfully obvious team to target him in 2026, especially after the Lakers lost Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets in free agency in this hypothetical scenario. The Rockets, fresh off a stunning acquisition of Kevin Durant from the Phoenix Suns this summer, sacrificing Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and picks, still have a war chest of prospects in draft equity despite the hefty deal. With cap space and assets to burn, Houston could overwhelm LA with an offer and a sign-in trade, especially as they look to replace injured guard Fred VanVleet with younger, more efficient scorer and playmaker like Reaves. The Lakers, limited by what they can offer due to salary cap constraints, might be forced to collaborate if Reaves pushes for a max-level payday that Houston can easily provide. Let's talk numbers and fit to understand why Reaves is such a hot commodity. Last season, across 73 appearances for the Lakers, Reaves posted career highs of 20.2 points, 5.8 assists for 0.5 rebounds, and 1.1 steals per game, while shooting 37.7% on 7.3 three-point attempts per game. At 27 years old by 2026, he's a proven two-way guard with clutch scoring, playmaking, and versatility, a perfect complement to stars like Doncic or, for Houston, Durant. For the Rockets, pairing Reaves with Durant and young talents like Tari Eason creates a dynamic, balanced attack, replacing VanVleet's role with more durable, ascending player. For the Lakers, though, losing Reaves means sacrificing a key piece of our identity, a player who rose from undrafted obscurity to all-star potential, embodying the grit we love. Now, let's explore the potential trade framework and what the Lakers might gain. Since Reaves hits unrestricted free agency in 2026, a sign-in trade will be necessary to facilitate a deal with Houston, as Watt suggests. The Rockets, eager to lock in Durant and Eason with extensions, would likely offer a package of young talent and draft capital to entice LA. Names like Reed Shepard, a highly touted guard prospect, and Tari Eason, a versatile forward with defensive upside, could be on the table, alongside first-round picks from Houston's deep stash. For the Lakers, this return could provide immediate impact players and future flexibility to build around Doncic, mitigating the loss of Reaves. But as Watts notes, part with a rapidly improving guard like Reaves might not be high on Pelinka's to-do list for 2026, especially if he's seen as Doncic's ideal sidekick. Let's imagine the on-court fallout for the Lakers if Reaves is traded. Losing a 20.2 point per game scorer and facilitator disrupts our backcourt cohesion, especially if LeBron's minutes are managed or he's no longer with the team by 2026. Doncic would shoulder an even heavier load without Reaves' ability to create off the dribble and knock down threes, potentially exposing depth issues. However, gaining talents like Shepard and Eason could inject youth and defense into the lineup. Shepard as a playmaking guard and Eason as a switchable forward alongside Doncic. Draft picks would also arm Pelinka with ammo for future trades to address other needs. It's a pivot toward a younger core, but the immediate sting of losing Reaves' chemistry and production could hurt our win-now aspirations in the brutal West. I've got to address the emotional and practical challenges of this potential deal. For Lakers fans, Reaves is more than stats. He's a Cinderella story, a testament to hustle and heart. Trading him feels like cutting loose a piece of our soul, especially to a rising rival like Houston, who's already nabbed Finney-Smith in this narrative. Practically, as Watts points out, the Lakers' cap limitations hinder their ability to match the massive payday Reaves will command in free agency, likely far exceeding a standard extension raise. A sign-in trade becomes the only viable path if Reaves wants out or Houston's offer's too good to refuse, but convincing him to agree to such a deal, especially if he prioritizes a max contract over destination, adds another wrinkle. The Rockets' wealth of assets also means they could pivot to another target if LA resists, putting pressure on Pelinka to act or risk losing Reaves for nothing. Let's zoom out to the broader implications for the Lakers' future and the Western Conference. Losing Reaves to Houston in 2026 could tilt the balance in the West. Pairing with Durant creates a formidable Rockets squad that could challenge LA for supremacy, especially if our return package of prospects doesn't pan out immediately. For the Lakers, this trade represents a crossroads. Cling to a beloved star to maximize the Doncic era, or cash in on his value to build a deeper, younger roster for sustained contention. It's a high-stakes decision that tests Pelinka's vision. Can he replace Reaves' production while maintaining fan trust? The ripple effect of this potential sign-in trade could shape conference rivalries for years, especially if Houston emerges as a juggernaut. So, what's my final take on this gut-wrenching rumor about trading Austin Reaves to the Houston Rockets? The idea of losing our homegrown all-star via a sign-in trade in 2026 is a bitter pill that leaves me torn between logic and loyalty. Reaves' career best numbers: 20.2 points, 5.8 assists, make him a cornerstone alongside Doncic. But Houston's treasure trove of talent like Shepard, Eason, and picks, as Watts suggests, could be an irresistible haul to rebuild depth. I'm heartbroken at the thought of Reaves in a Rockets jersey, thriving with Durant. Yet I see the cold business, since if our cap constraints force a move. My hope is Pelinka fights tooth and nail to keep him unless the offer truly blows us away. This rumor is a stark reminder of the brutal trade-offs in chasing titles. Before I sign off, I want to hear from you, Lakers Nation. Would you stomach trading Austin Reaves for a haul of Houston's young talent and picks, or is he untouchable as Doncic's sidekick? Drop your raw emotions and strategic takes in the comments. I'm making a debate this bittersweet possibility with you. And if this rumor has you as conflicted as I am, hit that like button to show we're navigating this tough crossroads together. Let's keep the passion alive as we brace for the future of our purple and gold. Until next time, stay fierce, stay devoted, and let's pray we keep our core intact for the battles ahead.